Welcome everybody, this is Vangoroth, and today I'll be continuing my cast on the Legacy of the Void campaign main story. So, if you remember from my previous cast, I went through the first mission, which was basically to get a foothold in the invasion of Ire, so that the Protoss can retake their home world. So initially we have now gained control of the warp matrix on the surface of Ire, so that we can more accurately and effectively distribute our troops across the surface of Ire. So today we will be going through the second mission, so I hope you enjoy.
It seems the end war you warned of has begun. Tell me, old friend, what is it you have learned?
I have witnessed the end of all things. Horrific legions of hybrid, raising world upon world. In the darkness, lording over them, a shadowy form. Amon.
Yet, you spoke of a way to stand against him.
This vision was a benevolent one, as if an ancient voice called out from beyond. The keystone shall usher you unto hope.
Keystone?
I saw a burst of light revealing the Zelnaga artifact on the Terran world of Korhal. It is the keystone of this vision. The prophecies speak of Zelnaga standing against Amon in the end times. I believe this keystone will guide us to them.
I have always trusted you, Zeratul, but the burdens of leadership demanded much of me. There are times I am uncertain whether I was truly ready for such weight.
Your doubt is unfounded, young Artanis. You must embrace what you have become if you are to be the leader we now need.
You will go to James Raynor on Korhal and receive this keystone. I will marshal our forces for the war ahead. When you return, the Templar will be ready. Entaro Tassadar, old friend.
Entaro Artanis, brother.
Zeratul, you must secure the Zelnaga keystone from James Raynor. My forces will reactivate the Spear of Adun, a warship that will be invaluable in the battles ahead. May Tassadar's shadow hide you, my friend.
Okay, so this is a little bit of a side quest. So we are now slightly diverted away from Ire. We are going to be following Zeratul just briefly as he goes to James Raynor, the leader of the Terran faction. He is going to be trying to gain access and control of the Zelnaga artifact. It is this Zelnaga artifact which will allow Zeratul and hopefully his future allies to regain control and ultimately fight against Amon.
Seeker lies in ruins. What has transpired here?
Zerg, protect the Dark Prelate.
This area should have been eradicated. Stalkers, hurry to the Nexus point nearby and warn our brethren. I must investigate this further.
So now just a slight little bit of deception and intrigue into this story. Just as Zeratul is about to leave Ire, there is a mystery as to why the local presence of Zerg has not been eradicated, and as to where the battalion of Protoss forces under the command of Artanis has withdrawn to. This area should have been under the control of the Protoss by now, and yet it is still infested by the Zerg. So we are going to uncover this mystery right now.
For the reckoning. Intriguing.
So we only have access to a few little stalkers to do our job, so you have to take care of them very, very carefully. So the use of the blink spell is of utter importance in this battle.
The shadows. Cold is the void. We will have to blink across this chasm. Veraku. Stay guided. We move. I am the voice of the eclipse. Intriguing. Mutalisks. Focus particle disruptors upon them. You require. I am the voice. I am the heart of darkness. For the reckoning. I serve. For now. We move unseen.
Zeratul, the Templars stationed here. I can no longer sense them within the Kala.
Is that not impossible? Your kind cannot disappear from the Kala. Unless your nerve cords are severed.
Then the impossible has happened. I can no longer sense Artanis. There is only a void in the Kala where he should be.
The shadow moves against us, Executor. Artanis is in grave peril.
You must raise an army and find him. My Phase-Smith Karax will help you re-establish this nexus point. Zeratul, save Artanis.
Okay, so now we get a few clues as to what has happened. So just a brief explanation of this thing called the Kala. It is basically the psionic energy matrix which links all high-born Protoss together in a single collective, can't really say a single collective consciousness, but a single collective collaboration of all the minds and spirits of the relative Protoss brethren. It is within this color that they draw their hope, skill, and strength. Without this color, the Protoss would cease to exist. But now, for some reason, several of the Protoss along with Artanis cannot be found within the color, and we now have to find out why.
You must construct additional pylons.
Dark Prelate Zeratul. I am Karax of the Kalai caste.
Friend Karax, we must establish this nexus as quickly as possible.
You must construct additional pylons. You have not enough minerals.
Cold is the...
Okay, so for this mission we do not have access to warp gate technology, so we have to summon our units by the normal means, just by queuing them in the warp gate buildings. So it's a little bit slower, but it's not too much of a difficulty. And we could also use the boost technology from our Nexus to assist us to get troops a little bit faster. And then for this mission we only got access to zealots and stalkers, so you're gonna have to be very careful with your troops.
It shall be as you say.
So initially get in a couple of zealots as your meat shield and try to protect your stalkers with as much as possible, because they are going to be quite precious in this matchup.
You have not enough minerals. My life for iron. My life for You must construct additional pylons. You have not enough minerals.
Zeratul, the Zerg are moving to attack. Rally your defenses.
I am the voice of the eclipse.
So zealots are extremely useful as a barrier for your stalkers, without which your stalkers would easily fall against that few little bits of zerglings.
My life for iron.
So focus on mass producing zealots at first, and then you can go to stalkers after that. And always make sure that you never become supply plots, as I'm just about to be done.
You must construct additional pylons.
And then I would recommend at this point to come to this section here. There are some extra minerals and gas, and a shadow pylon.
We should be able to summon my Nerazine brothers. Dark Prelate.
So we've got now access to a few extra stalkers, very useful. So we don't have to warp in our own stalkers just for a little bit, we can focus on zealots.
We stand unified. I am the voice of the eclipse.
My life for iron.
And we can now switch the boosting technology to one of our warp gates. And I think after this set of zealots, I'll go to a couple of stalkers.
My life for iron.
Can probably move out a little right about now, but I still prefer to be a little bit more prepared, just to make sure that my losses are as minimal as possible.
My life for iron. My life for iron.
I am the heart.
We are the blades of iron.
Dance, zealots!
Here.
My life for iron.
dance, boogie boogie dance. Sorry, I had to do that.
My meditation is over.
I am here in the shadows.
Like they're tapping their feet like that is cute. They're trying to do a moonwalk. I don't know really.
Is the void. I am here in the shadows.
Okay, I think we're ready to move out. Don't need to waste any more time with the troops. We've got enough. We've got more than enough.
You require my I am the voice. I am here in the shadows. It shall be as you say. Cold is the I am the voice of the eclipse.
A couple of useful resources, not that we really need it at the moment.
Intriguing. State that I am here in the shadows.
So always make sure you've got a couple of units queued up in your gateways so that you never run out of troops. Because it's not the same way as having warp gate technology where you can just constantly warp in. You have to queue the troops in your gateways.
State thy bidding. I am here in the shadows. I am the heart of darkness.
My light for ire. My light for ire. We embrace the glory of battle.
You require my skills. Very well.
My light for ire.
And here's another void or shadow pylon.
Another void pylon.
We are at your service, Zeratul.
Zeratul, denier of the Kala.
Eclipse. You require my skills.
Orange is my light for ire.
You have not enough minerals.
These zealots have been corrupted. The hybrid must be behind us. Let us move.
Okay, so now we are starting to see what happened to the local Protoss forces that was in this area. For some reason, they are now fighting against us. They are not affiliated with the Tal'Darim, although they are the red color that you could see from our previous missions that the Tal'Darim assumed as. These are actually highborn Protoss that have been now corrupted for some reason and now have been turned against us.
With purpose.
Darkness. State thy bidding. You require my skills. Cold is the I am the voice of the eclipse.
My light for ire. My light for ire.
Veraku, you require. I am the voice.
You have not enough minerals.
State thy bidding.
My light for ire.
I am the voice of the eclipse. Cold
My light for ire.
I am the heart of darkness. You require my skills.
My light for ire.
Intriguing. I am the voice. State thy bidding. We are one.
My light for ire.
Cold is I am the heart.
My light for ire.
Okay, so I'm a little bit low on zealots, so I'm going to have to wait a little bit to get my zealots to the front line. Once again, because we don't have warp technology, I can't make use of a forward pylon to warp them in. I have to wait for them to warp all the way up here, down there, over here, da da da. So it's a little bit of a nuisance, but never mind.
My light for ire.
think I'll wait until that group gets to me, then I'll go back in.
I am the voice of the eclipse. We are one with...
Justice be done. We are the blades of ire. My life for ire. My life for ire.
I wish the Stalkers had a dance move.
My life for ire. Command me.
I must actually get to show you the Zerglings dance move in mass in one of my multiplayer games. They are just so funny to watch when they're dancing. They really are. Okay, so I think we're basically ready to go in again.
Cold is the void. It shall be as you say.
Executor Solendus, I have encountered your missing Templar, but they have been corrupted, as if possessed. Solendus.
We are one with
My life for ire.
Zeratul, I can sense your presence. The Kala is filled with rage. My mind is being consumed.
Artanis, you must hold on. We are coming for you.
your lies are meaningless, purposeless. I grant you salvation.
The Dark God is here, on Ire. He has wrested control of the Kala. The Templar have fallen. With our nerve cords severed, only we Nerazine remain unaffected. It falls to us to halt this madness, brothers.
Okay, so now we know what has happened. Amon has taken control of the Kala that links all the highborn Protoss together, and by doing so has placed them under his control. So because the Dark Templars, similar to the Tal'Darim, they defected from the normal evolutionary progress of the highborn and went onto their own religious sidelines, and as a result of this they are not collected to the Kala. So Zeratul and his Dark Templar brethren are not affected by Amon's control of the Kala. Lucky for them.
We must reach young Artanis. I only pray that we are not too late. Voices.
So once again we have access to all of Zeratul's awesome abilities and skills.
My burdens.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let's have some fun with them.
Guides us. I shall find a way. Glory to the Dalam. I bring wisdom in times of chaos.
You address me? Shozak Maknol?
I seek the path of salvation.
You require my burdens weigh heavily.
The Kala, fury, and rage.
Wisdom in times of chaos. The prophecy guides us.
Zeratul, you are alone. Do not resist the unity he brings.
I will fulfill my call.
Enjoy this battle, it is awesome.
I can hear his whispers.
Fight, Artanis. Do not let Amon consume you.
Unending hatred.
He has corrupted the Kala. Your nerve cords chain you to his will. They must be removed.
keystone will guide you to the Zelnaga.
Zeratul. Forgive me.
So we finally meet the end of Zeratul. He has been with us for so long, but now the burden of his mission falls to another. It is now up to Artanis to follow up on the prophecy and ultimately destroy Amon before he can seize control of this entire universe and end the eternal cycle. So although that is a rather depressing mission, everyone has always loved Zeratul. He was an awesome hero. But now we must move on to the next stage of this epilogue. This is Vangoroth. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I shall see you next time. Vangoroth out.